What did you want to achieve with the new website?
Interesting question, Marianne. Two things. I mean, we were a new business starting out, and the website was basically our shop window. The whole idea of it was to tell people we were here. So nowadays, people want to check you out before they get there. So they go online and they look for social validation, and part of the website is that social validation to see that you are a legitimate business, that you are up and running, and that they feel comfortable and you've been able to help them with the decisions that they're about to make. And really, that's what our website was, our shop window. That's really it.
Why did you choose to work with MEANit Web Design Agency?
Aye, there was another good question. Two things. I realized that I knew nothing about websites. I knew nothing about the world, and whilst I thought I knew enough to know that I didn't know enough. So I needed to find somebody that I felt, one, comfortable with, two, that I felt that knew what they were talking about, because at the same time, I didn't know how to measure it. So I shopped a few companies, and I met with a few companies, and to be honest, I met with Michael, and what he brought to the table and what he educated me in an hour's conversation before I even decided to go with you guys. To be honest, Michael just was a good fit for us. And I just felt comfortable and confident in what he was able to do, and I could talk to the man, which was a great help as well. And he made it simple, because for me, simple, stupid works for me very, very well. And Michael was able to bring it to a level where I understood what he was talking about. And that's why I ended up with MEANit, to be honest.
What would you say about your experience working with MEANit Web Design Agency?
To be honest, I found the process frustrating. No, it was frustrating not from MEANit Web Agency's point of view. It was from my point of view, because I wasn't prepared. Although Michael had told me that I needed to do a bit more work, I just didn't do it as quick as Michael wanted me to do it. So you guys were ready to go, and I was slowing you down. I wasn't prepared. I didn't have my content ready. I wasn't prepared for the amount of work that I need to do. And what I found out was that building a website like this, it is actually, you don't abdicate responsibility to you guys. I had to come up with the information. Realizing now, I would have spent a lot more time working on content and getting it done out of the way.
How has the new website and SEO helped your business?
Well, helped it from the website point of view. Again, we set it up to be a shop window, and it certainly is that. I would say about 80% of our mortgage business at the minute is coming from website. It's the first thing that people do now. When they go on looking for anything, they're going on the web. They're going to educate themselves, and which is great if you're there. They actually see us. We're there, and the content that's on the site now is giving people the information they're looking for. So from that point of view, a lot of the time, by the time that people get to us, they know who we are, we know what we can do, and they're already willing to deal with us. It's not a question of they're not dealing with us. By the time they get here, they're dealing with us. That's it. On the SEO side of it, SEO took me a bit of time to get my head around. I suppose it's like being a very funny comedian, but not telling your jokes to anybody, so nobody actually knows you're funny. So the website's very noisy. There's a lot of stuff out there. There's millions and millions and millions of websites. So how did we actually distinguish ourselves from all this noise? And what I discovered over time was SEO is it. It's SEO is the bit that actually brings you front of house when people go looking for a particular product or service. So for us, SEO is vitally important. It's the bread and butter of the website. It's like putting petrol in your car. There's no point having a website, or no point having a car if there's no petrol in it. No point having a website if you have no SEO on it. And for us, that's just it.
Did anything surprise you, or did you learn anything new about the whole process?
I quickly learned that what I knew nothing. Websites is a world on their own. SEO is a world on their own. And for us, it was very quickly apparent that we needed to deal with somebody that knew what the blazes they were talking about, because we didn't. From our point of view, is content. It's website seems to be a living organism. It's a living thing, and it needs input the whole time. It's like somebody's brain. It just needs input. So that's the frustration bit. That's not just a one job done and write it off. It's never that. It's constant.
Knowing what you know now, what advice would you give to someone who is planning a new website or considering signing up for an SEO package?
From a website point of view, just find somebody you're comfortable with. Find somebody that works in your industry, because not all website companies are good at every industry. I know MEANit is very, very good at the financial services industry. Case in point is us. I mean, they've taken us from a website point of view to the top of any generic search that we wanted to go for. So from a website point of view, it's important to get the company that actually fits the industry you're in. As I say, MEANit, very good at professional services, legal services. They also deal quite a lot with a couple of building contractors, and so they're very, very good at what they do, but they don't do everything. So find the one that is right for you. SEO is a different animal. I mean, if you're not thinking about building SEO on your website or having SEO on your website, don't bother to book on a website, because all you're really doing is like open a shop front and hoping somebody's going to come in through the door. You're just throwing a lot of muck on a wall. You need SEO. If you're not going to sign up for an SEO, I'll probably tell you your website's not going to last. So, and don't try and do it yourself. No, get on with what you're good at and get other people that they're good at doing SEO. Get them in to do your SEO stuff. That's the best advice I can give anybody.